gonna hide. Yeah. Tucker has made friends. Get it, Tuck. You get that thing. Get it. Yes.
Let's start here, where it all begins, where the air seems thin. And I know for sure that the cool rain wins, just like it's always been. I think I'll go away, go and find the Milky Way. Get up and chase it into the west, to whatever's best for me and you. Write a song or two and sleep up high in the crow's nest. Over rock and through the trees, holds back the past of true unease. This one name,
Hello, I'm Deni Gauthier. You're watching this little documentary on the making of my album Quiet Town. I've been a musician for quite a while, being a do-it-yourself, independent kind of guy, and came a point in my career where I knew it was obvious that I had to bring in some help. You know, it was time to step it up a little bit and produce something that I couldn't just do all by myself. I have material, I have the songs, I have the drive, I have lots of stuff, but to be able to hire a producer and bring someone into the mix who can direct that energy into a positive direction and to guide and to sort of nurture that thing, it was really, really important to me for this album. So I looked around, you know, and I talked to several producers, and Andre was the most honest with me. And I fell in love with the guy. You know, he's become a really close friend, someone who I really aspire to be more like, someone who I listen to. So this is Andre Wall, ladies and gentlemen. Producer and, now a very good friend. It's funny because being so generous with information, Andre was happy to teach me my first lesson within moments of appearing at the schoolhouse. I showed up with all my gear, we unpacked it, and the first thing he did was just start playing music, started teaching me how to listen into the layers, to hear what's going on behind the music and what makes the music musical. And because for so long, I had been playing my stuff and just kind of banging out songs and going and playing them live and not being as musical as I could be. Yeah, Andre taught me a valuable lesson within moments, how to listen. At the time I didn't know what was going on. I think being kind of a go-getter, type of man that can just wants to get to work right away. He taught me how to slow right down. The music will happen. He was playing on his keyboard. He literally spent about an hour and a half of me showing up, just listening to tones on the keyboard and making notes. Welcome to the Schoolhouse Studio. It's early morning. We're getting ready to do keyboards with Steve today. Andre spent the past 2 days doing drum tracks for the album on all the songs. Pretty cool stuff. And we're just getting ready to rock. Introducing Steve Koning. Showed up with his old keyboard, you know, and this is old Korg. Ready and willing to play some songs. He had the demos. He had lots of, you know, time to kind of prepare as he came up. We had about 4 or 5 days with him at the very beginning. We had already recorded our demos, so the demos are just my voice and my acoustic. Andre had spent some time kind of getting the drum tracks together and kind of forming the skeleton of the songs before Steve came up. Because Steve's job was to kind of contribute to the main feeling of the overall core of the songs. So we're laying down some very fundamental sort of pieces into the music here. Steve has this keyboard he's been touring with for years, and it has this like 100-pound flight case that he makes me carry around. Actually, he doesn't make me, I just carry it around for him. Here's a song called Somehow that we, you know, it was on my Man About Town album. We thought, for sure, let's go ahead and re-record the song. It's done really well, and let's put, you know, a bit more muscle into this and make it something unique and special and tie back to some of the people who like my older music. Here we are just rehearsing away, and it's funny because this song didn't make it. We smushed the beginning of it and the end of it together and added a bunch of ambient noise, and it became sort of the ending of the whole album. Here we are recording hand claps, just in case you've never known or never seen anyone do it before. This is how you do it. Clap, clap, clap. And you change your distance to and from the microphone. Right now what we're doing is hand claps for Somehow, which became the gospel song on the album. Doesn't really have a whole lot going on in there except for the na-na-nas. And sort of like the rock guitar and, you know, the recording ambient sounds here. There's my little coffee mug. Kind of wish I took that with me. That would have been stealing though. Little orange mug had a wooden handle. I love that thing. So here we are, kind of backed off in the room. The great thing about this room is that it has its own character. So when you're recording something off into the distance, you really get that very unique room sound. I like to joke around quite a bit with Steve. You can see how good at ruining the mood here. Steve's just laid a beautiful track. Now he's working on something that's going to be a little bit more challenging, so I'm going to do some interpretive dance just to help him along with inspiration. Is this helping? This is really a beautiful song. Yeah, listening in, you see the moods, how I was talking about them. It's just a red light in the corner, you know, and this is evening. We did a lot of these moodier songs sort of late at night, and you can hear it here. So we're recording keyboards right now for All I Really Want. The premise behind this was that it should sound carnival-y, like kids running through a carnival or through the forest, you know, eating cotton candy and catching frogs, and how important it is to be a kid when you're a kid.
We don't need pedal at all.
I know, I was gonna say, no pedal. I can add a little bit more sustain if you're comfortable with
I'm just gonna film Tucker's stick pile before we clean it up. Hey Tucker, what you doing?
that. Steve, I can see you naked. No, it's always wrong.
Oh yeah. He won't recover for the entire day. Look at Tucker. Did you get some sticks? You getting some sticks? Yeah. Go get a stick. Here, let me get you off this. Ready? Hold on. You ready? Okay, go get me a new stick. Go get one. Not a new one. Give me a new one. So here we are. This is the studio. It's kind of set up. I've been busy tracking keys for the past day or so. This is day 2 of tracking keys with Steve. You'll see some of the footage already on that. Nice simple setup. We got everything in here. We did some claps in the room, and man, the songs are starting to sound really good. Nothing at all like how you write them on an acoustic guitar, that's for sure. They're sounding much, much different. That's why I'm here. I'm excited, and they sound very cool. Andre has a real musical ear for these songs, and he's definitely transforming them as we move along. Play something cool! Play the Stones! Play the Stones! Play Led Zeppelin! Oh, did I knock that out?
You did. Way to go.
Play the Stones! Play Led Zeppelin! Play the Stones! Play Metallica! Play Metallica! Play Metallica! Do you know any Jim Croce? Play Sublime! You know Sublime?